flood market of Michigan.
When the map actually goes into place is when this happens. And when a map goes into place, you can either get in flood insurance if you have a mortgage, or you can fight the change. As I mentioned, you've got the different flood insurance options, but you can go through a process of what's called letter of map amendment or a flood zone change. Because a lot of people, when this happens, it has about a 10% impact on their property value, or they're like, I don't agree with it. So then we walk them through a process of doing a flood zone change on the property. And if you ever want the map changes like this, we have them on our website. For every flood map change across the country, we do a video and a blog on in our learning center. So here on how to read a flood map, the big thing you want to look at when advising a client is the blue area. Blue area is going to be your special flood hazard area. So when a customer says, I'm not in the blue area, I don't need flood insurance, and usually it's a pin drop that FEMA puts on here, and you can see it either in the brown or the minimum area. You can show a customer how close to water they are. So you can kind of better explain to them, yeah, it's not required, but this is how close you are to it. And this is where I talk about taking the intangible, making it tangible, where you can visualize it, you can screenshot it, whatever, and send it to the customer and explain to them, what the risk is there. So you're going to see, you can take a picture of the legend on the right, but you've got your blue area that's required, the special flood hazard area. If any of this area was a floodway, you would have shades of blue across it. Usually it would be somewhere like right along here. If there was a river, it would probably be right here, and then the rest would be blue. And so that's what it looks like when you've got your floodways, when you've got your real rivers, whatever. How do you find something like this? And that's what I'm going to show you right now. So when we find these changes, not only is it going to give you the letter of map amendments, the revisions, when you pull this up with FEMA, but you're going to feel like the site broke. It's not broken. It just takes FEMA about 10 minutes to actually pull it up. And all you're going to do is put the address in. It's going to do a few things. It's going to show you the flood map, which I'll show you in a second. It's going to show you all amendments. It's going to show you revisions. If someone's building a new community, generally, what the builder's going to have to do is go through and work with FEMA to get them removed from the flood zone if he's building a new area. The reason is local communities, FEMA's guidelines, cannot build a community in a special flood hazard area. You have to build it above it. And so they usually have to submit these letter of map amendments.